Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Skirmish. And the first thing that's changed that you may notice is this red carpet. I was taking a look at my pictures and I noticed that there was a red carpet in the original tower leading up to the center area, so I added that. Now of course in order to add that I had to get into dyeing and stuff like that. So I spent a lot of time working with dyes. And I didn't realize just how easy it was to get dyes. Because if you wanted, for example, a yellow dye, you could just take a dandelion here. And voila, you have a dandelion yellow dye. So I didn't realize how easy dyes were. So all those poppies that I collected wasn't doing anything with, they are now been converted into dyes. So now I have some red dyes and some yellow dyes. Now here is my first draft of the ballista. It is really, well, blocky, I guess is a good way of putting it. And I'm not really satisfied. And the reason why I've got the torch in the front is because in the skirmish, the bolts, they all have some sort of pitch on it, which is adding some sort of fire to, and therefore when it hits it explodes and does nasty stuff to whoever it hits in the area. As therefore I took away the stumps and I put this X mark here, so therefore X marks the spot, and I did that at the other two places. So I haven't put down the ballista for that yet, so I guess I can do that. So it's a very simple thing. The problem is not completely satisfied, but I'm still hoping to come up with a better ballista that I could use. One idea I have is to use a dispenser so I could actually fire stuff from it. And that would be a nice idea to it, at least it will be functional, even if it doesn't look particularly pretty. And I looked up what I need in order to do that, and the thing that I'm missing the most is string. So I'll probably have to find some spiders somewhere and take care of them so that I can add some string. Alright, here. Boy, am I low on torches. Alright. So therefore now I have the 3 ballistae that I need and be able to fire into their locations. And when you have something like that on the ground, an X embedded on the ground, it would be nice and easy to see from up here, but probably the pattern would be difficult to see for any invader on the ground. And that's the idea of it, of a good mark to use. I would hope. Very well. So that, as far as I know, is it. And that takes care of the walls of Thungelhod. Now, of course, this looks really ugly. Now, of course, when you consider that's built by the Dark Lord and all that stuff, I guess being ugly shouldn't be a major shock on the matter. And I may have to maybe put some broken areas here and there to make it look like that it's been bashed in battle or something like that, because it looks A, too neat, and B, too ugly. Now I suppose a texture pack or something like that may help it, but nothing's going to help those blocky ballistae, so I have to come up with another idea for that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call it done phase 1, meaning I've done all the major build stuff, but I may come back to it when I have some ideas on how to better handle the various weapons. So let's go down to what I've been doing with dyes. And that's over here. What I did, I took my sheep area and I divided it into 6 subpens, trying to see what sheep I had in each of the areas. But you will notice here that all the sheep in one of the sub areas are all one color. And my way of handling that was to use dyes. I had killed some squid earlier, so I had some ink, which was black dye. I had killed a few skeletons, which you could grind into bone meal, which is white dye. Mix black and white, you get gray. You mix gray and white, you get light gray. So I was able to get those sheep colors. And I had the red and yellow from the various flowers. So I had 6 different colors. And my main purpose of that was so that I could get my red wool and use red wool for it was time to, well, I was about to go and pick up some wheat, but it looks like that's going to be an unnecessary task to pick up some extra wheat from the chest, because there's plenty here in the greenhouse. This greenhouse, I think, is quite effective and nice and close. So now I think that this was certainly a good use of this room. Alright. Good. Now that I have some wheat on me, I think it's time to help the sheep population along. At least for the ones that are low. Let's see, how am I doing with white sheep? I think I could use a couple more. Alright, black sheep. I got quite a population of those. Yellow sheep. Don't ask me how dyeing a sheep changes genetics enough to allow its next generation to be the same color. Alright, I think that takes... Ah! No, not that, not that, not that. Oh! I don't like when I do that. No, 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 no! Oh! Ooh, yeah. Inside, inside, inside. Oh, okay, actually, I got a better idea. This happens to be the one that's right next to this. No, 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 you're not outside. You come inside. Inside now. Good, good sheep. Alright. Don't put blocks inside of that. Okay, so that takes care of that. Alright, now it's time to do some shearing. Do this without letting out half the sheep. That's always the real challenge here. And, okay, so now I got a nice supply of red wool. And I'll have to... Sometimes I like to do it on the edge. Maybe I should have done things so it'd be easier to do these things on the edge, but when I have sheep close to the gate, I like to avoid going inside. Not like I'm short on black and white wool at the moment. Alright. Okay, let's see. Good, 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 good. Alright. So that's how I decided. Now I'm using dark oak gates so that I can remember where the gates are located, because I have a lot of trouble finding gates sometimes, and if we have trouble with it, then make it a contrasting color. Alright, there we go. And oh, he's just waiting to get him. Alright, there we go. So that takes care of some wool. what I'm going to do tomorrow is to go out and do some exploration. I think that's something that really needs to be done now. I've got a little bit of the map that can use filling, and now if I'm going to do that, I am going to need a little bit of wool with me. And let me get some wood. I like to get some. Let me get some birch, some oak. Alright, I'll throw this in just in case I need quite a bit of it. Get some oak slabs. And I'm going to be taking this with me just in case I have to build a shelter or anything like that. Oh, I think it's time to get some sleep. Therefore, maybe I could fill in my map a little bit. Good. So I am going to head east because east is... Did I hear something? East is the direction that needs to be filled. I figure fill in a little bit on that, and we'll see how far I get along. I'm going to start, let's see if I remember correctly, this is as far east as my map currently goes, as my area goes, so I need to get past this hill. And who knows, maybe I could find something that will be a suitable spot for my next build. Now, I do have out west a place that I marked off as a possible candidate for Monsool, but before I go with that, I'd like to check out a few more places, explore a few more areas. And there are plenty of sheep all around. There's cattle out here. Well, I didn't know that there was that because I have that cattle ranch way, way off the edge of the north end of the map. Which reminds me, I do have to go back there at some point and get some more leather. Because if I get more leather, then I can make some more books, make my enchanting station more effective. Of course, it'd be really more effective if I could find some lapis. I went underground between episodes. You get this is, I think, for magenta dye. And I have a little bit of that at the moment. I need to use it for some more rose bushes for my house. Good. And some rabbits. How am I doing on here? Alright, that's filled in. Right, and down here I'm seeing if I could fill in as much of this as possible. So I have that little corner up there. I am going to have to expand the maps a little bit later, but I thought that maybe I'd see if I could fill it in before expanding it next time. And up here we got quite a waterway here. Alright, and some squid here in case I need more. Alright, so that's all filled in now. And there, it looks like, is my quarry. Good. And that leaves just to the south. Let's see how that goes. Now, I may find myself out at night with some monsters and stuff like that, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem here. I have some armor now, so that might be helpful. I iron breastplate. Hopefully that should help in case there are any problems. And I also have a sword, which should help if there are any problems. Hopefully there won't be too many problems. And anyway, if I run into some spiders, maybe I can get some string by killing spiders. Alright, ooh, there is an underground area here. It doesn't look like one that's easy to... that wasn't my intent for sure. Oh, there's a way out here. Okay, whew, good. Well, not a good place to get trapped. And it looks like we've got some eggs here, which implies chickens. Good. Nothing promising yet. Nothing that at least jumps out at me, say, hey, this is a great place to do a build, or something like that. Ooh. What's this? Oh, I just remembered something. That's what I forgot. Coal! That's what I forgot. Actually, coal. Did I see some? Well, there are obviously there are monsters down there. But no coal. Yeah. So when it was in my chest, I should have picked some of that up. Alright, how am I doing on this? Alright, I want to go that way. That's one helpful thing about a map. Ooh. Hang on. What's this? A village! I found a village! Well, actually, I know what I need to do. I need a bed, which means a... I want to make sure I have a bed ready, just in case things do get late here. And a bed is easy to craft. Oh. Hit crafting table. Alright. So I'll get one of those. That way. If I need to sleep, no problem with that. So I have a village here. I've been wondering where I could find one of these for some time. And the plan was to build... Oh, this is a very small village. Well, my plan was to build the prancing pony near a village, so I will do some more exploration to see if there's a larger one anywhere around here. Is it possible to talk to him? How do you do this with that? Oh, he's a cleric. Alright. And he will take... He turns rotten flesh into emeralds. That's what you can do with rotten flesh. 9 gold into emeralds. Rotten flesh or gold into emeralds. Alright. So I should bring some gold here to trade. Not sure. Let's see, what's this? Obviously some sort of farm. That's good. Is this a temple then? Well, actually, it's a tower. Alright. Yes, a little turret. Okay. Now, of course, it's getting down here without getting hurt. Alright. Getting up the tower is the easy bit. Now it's getting down the tower. Oops. Alright, there we go. Alright, and yeah, it's not much there. Okay, good. Hi there. Well, it looks like I am stuck inside here for a moment. So next time, I will finish up my exploration. See if I could fill in these last few gaps in my map, which will be down to the southwest. And when I do that, I can decide what I want to do. For example, is this place suitable for a brewery? It's a bit small for a brewery because it's not much of a village. It's more like a hermitage. Yeah, because here's the... It's a pretty small house, and... Oh! Well... has a fence. Why he needs a fence, I don't know. If there's nobody else in the area, you would think he'd have the sheep here. But oh well. But alright. That's it for... Looks like he's going inside. Well, whatever. But that's it for tonight. So I'll see you again for the next episode of Pineleaf Plays or Minecraft Skirmish.